WWE insiders are excited over Rhea Ripley's condition, and her long-awaited return may be closer than fans thought. WWE may be speeding up her comeback for a major pay-per-view after multiple sources say the former Women's World Champion has been approved for light in-ring activity. Survivor Series is approaching, and creative discussions backstage have reportedly mentioned Ripley in blockbuster scenarios. The WWE Universe was shaken by leaked photographs of Ripley in the Performance Center in Orlando this week. Some fans disregarded the photographs as outdated, but eyewitnesses said she was there, exercising lightly with trainers and assessing her conditioning. This supports the idea that WWE is covertly planning a massive return angle that might make news for weeks. Adding to the intrigue, whispers backstage suggest that Ripley's first plot back may include turning on Judgment Day. Insiders said creative has been arguing whether her absence has allowed Damian Priest to become the group's leader, generating the perfect storyline tension for Ripley to return and demand control. A heel versus heel power battle within Judgment Day might rock the faction to its core. However, other rumors indicate the contrary, that WWE plans to relaunch Ripley as a sympathetic babyface. Her latest episode with hostile fans in public, where she lashed out on social media, has ironically sparked a wave of empathy among supporters who feel she deserves respect outside the ring. Creative officials may play on that sentiment by casting her in a redemption narrative against the stable she helped construct. Fueling the rumor further, a leaked internal run sheet supposedly showed Rhea Ripley listed for a surprise visit at Crown Jewel. WWE has not acknowledged her involvement, but the paper immediately circulated online before being pulled, leaving fans hopeful of Ripley's imminent and possibly international return. WWE may use Saudi Arabia's gigantic platform for one of the year's biggest comebacks. In a completely startling twist, whispers of backstage hostility between Ripley and Nia Jax have been flying ever since their last encounter on Raw. Reports claim that the two clashed over a miscommunicated area, with Ripley expressing frustration about her safety in the ring. Insiders claim WWE officials are discussing whether to transform this real-life heat into a narrative, perhaps setting up a brutal clash between the two powerhouses when Ripley returns. Meanwhile, fan suspicion has reached fever pitch after Buddy Matthews, Ripley's real-life fiancé and AEW star, wrote a cryptic tweet that many feel was meant at WWE. Matthews' tweet, which read simply "TikTok," has been seen as a tease suggesting Ripley's comeback is closer than imagined and could possibly tie into a crossover plot that blurs the barrier between organizations. Though doubtful, the hype has just added gasoline to online chatter. Another report getting momentum is that WWE is considering scheduling Ripley in a stunning confrontation with Becky Lynch, with Lynch presently riding high after her surprising comeback on Raw. Creative allegedly envisions Ripley against Lynch as a WrestleMania-worthy feud that might steal the show. Sources claim early drafts of prospective Mania bouts have included this ideal fight, especially as fans continue to demand for Ripley to meet the very best the women's division has to offer. However, not all the updates regarding Ripley have been joyous. Wrestling veteran Vince Russo recently attacked her handling of the fan incident in Paris, accusing her of being dismissive and lacking accountability. His "seriously, man" statements have trended online, with many older fans feeling that Ripley's answer was inappropriate, yet younger followers rallied in her favor, claiming she was justified in safeguarding her privacy. This generational clash has only enhanced her divisive standing in the industry. As the scandal deepens, WWE officials apparently see this situation as an ideal opportunity to reinforce Ripley's rebellious character. Creative insiders indicated that there are conversations to script sequences where Ripley directly addresses audience outrage, blurring the barriers between truth and storyline. This meta approach might boost her already great connection with the fans and establish her as one of the most layered characters in modern wrestling. Social media has been a battleground in recent weeks, with #RespectRhea trending after her dedicated followers launched a campaign protecting her. Thousands more fans posted stories about wrestlers being harassed in public, using Ripley's experience as an example of why boundaries need to be respected. WWE has quietly taken note of the trend, and reports claim the corporation may even include fan etiquette into storylines, with Ripley at the heart of the discourse. Adding fuel to the speculative fire, insiders allege that Triple H is directly invested in Ripley's next big angle. Reports say that the game has been significantly involved in designing the women's division post-SummerSlam and regards Ripley as the future centerpiece of the whole roster. His creative approach apparently includes establishing her as the female equivalent of Roman Reigns, dominant, divisive, and impossible to ignore. Meanwhile, a shocking rumor has surfaced concerning a potential crossover storyline involving Dominic Mysterio. Some sources suggest that Ripley's absence has left Dominic's persona vulnerable, and WWE is considering the concept of her return being related to preventing him from being removed by Judgment Day. This might lead to a plot where Ripley and Dominic split out as their own duo, distinct from the faction, giving brand new storytelling opportunities. Speculation also continues over Ripley's health situation. While WWE has remained coy about the specific nature of her absence, some rumors claim it was connected to a shoulder ailment aggravated during her title reign. Insiders have confirmed that medical staff cleared her for limited physical work weeks ago, which corresponds with the rumors of her performance center attendance. If accurate, this implies she might be back in full action within weeks. One of the wilder speculations swirling around is that Ripley could be participating in a surprise Royal Rumble role. Multiple sites have teased the possibility that WWE may keep her return under wraps until January, using the Rumble as the grand venue for her homecoming. If Ripley were to enter and win the match, it would set up a tremendous WrestleMania clash that fans would never forget. On the rivalry front, whispers say that Bianca Belair is pressing for a program with Ripley. Backstage buzz claims Belair has been vocal about wanting to prove herself against Ripley in a one-on-one battle, and with Belair's popularity increasing, WWE could see this as the perfect money match. Early fantasy booking even imagines Ripley and Belair presenting a premium live event in 2024. The Judgment Day's future likewise remains in flux. Several reports say that internal creative sessions have floated the possibility of separating the firm in 2025, with Ripley's role being the determining factor. If WWE chooses to keep her as the faction's enforcer, Judgment Day might reign for another year, but if Ripley turns on them, it may be the beginning of the end for one of WWE's most dominating stables in recent memory. Adding a personal touch, rumor sites have begun speculating about Ripley and Buddy Matthews' friendship becoming part of WWE's storyline. While WWE normally avoids real-life romances, fans have pointed out that Dominic's mommy narrative has already blurred reality. Some experts believe WWE may hint Ripley being divided between Dominic and Buddy, utilizing her real-life connection as fuel for a storyline that assures viral headlines. Meanwhile, AEW fans are buzzing about the idea of Buddy Matthews responding to Ripley's WWE plot on social media, creating a cross-promotional buzz that benefits both companies. Though there are no official talks of partnership, the very fact that fans are debating it online illustrates Ripley's potential to create widespread attention throughout marketing. Fan reactions to all these upgrades remain split. Some think Ripley has already cemented her spot as the face of WWE's women's division and doesn't need contentious angles to stay relevant. Others feel her outspoken persona and continual controversy are exactly what make her compelling. Either way, her every action continues to dominate debate forums, podcasts, and social media feeds. Industry stalwarts have also weighed in, with Booker T recently complimenting Ripley as a once-in-a-generation talent. He underlined that controversy should not obscure her great in-ring talent, reminding fans that Ripley's reign in WWE is built in her remarkable athleticism and charisma. His statement set a dramatic contrast to Vince Russo's critique, causing a rift among legends about how Ripley should behave herself. Another fascinating speculation is that WWE executives may utilize Ripley's return to renew her rivalry with Charlotte Flair. Sources claim that creative is aware fans still seek a conclusive finish to their run of matches, and Ripley defeating Flair clean on a large stage might ultimately solidify her as the undisputed top star of the division. WrestleMania remains the ideal setting for this clash. On top of that, people haven't forgotten about Liv Morgan. Rumors claim WWE may revive their narrative history, maybe presenting Morgan as the emotional rival to Ripley in 2024, with both ladies having passionate fan bases. The program may produce intriguing storytelling that blurs the borders between friendship and betrayal.